Lindor's gone 5 straight games without leading off the first inning with a hit. He's so successful at that this year. And he flies one out to right field. Back goes Tucker to the warning track. Back near the fence. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor leads off the game with a home run for the 4th time this season. And the Mets have a 1-0 lead, 1 batter in. Battle between division leaders up against a pitcher who's given the Mets fits. 0-2 pitch, and Lindor gets the Mets off to a flying start.
Boy, it's a mistake you don't usually see from a veteran like Taillon, but a mistake on that 0-2 pitch, and Lindor was ready.
24th time in his career, Lindor has led off the first, and he's going. The pitch is strike. The throw by Alvarez right on the money, and he's got him. Everybody's throwing out base runners for the Mets. Alvarez has thrown out his last 2.
2-4 on the caught stealing. Middle of the second, the Mets won. The Cubs nothing.
Beatty got the start on Wednesday in Arizona, went 0 for 4. He's back in there tonight. Nothing wrong with Mark Vientos, but Vientos has been struggling. And Beatty gets one in the air to left center field. Back in the gap goes Crow Armstrong at the wall. It's out of here. Brett Beatty with his 2nd home run of the season. Put in the lineup tonight, and Beatty makes the move pay off. 2nd straight inning, the Mets have led off with a home run, 2-0 New York.
But what the best part of this was that it was a high fastball from Taillon that he hits the other way. A high fastball that usually gives him trouble.
1 away. And the number 8 hitter, Jeff McNeil, will be next.
And he drives this one to deep right field. Tucker looks up, and it's out of here. Mets playing long ball tonight. Their 3rd home run in the first 2 innings. 2nd home run of the year from McNeil, and it's 3-0 New York.
Just compact, small leg kick, gets that foot down and hits that ball out in front. That was a no-doubter.
Runs on Wednesday in Phoenix.
He's generally hit the ball hard all year. He's finally getting some results.
He smacks this one to deep right field, and that ball's going to sail out of here. Juan Soto with his 3rd home run in the last 2 games, and the Mets' 4th home run of the night. 8th home run of the year for Juan Soto. 6-1 New York.
Oh, it was inside, but he was supposed to go away. You know, the high fastball, which seems to be the Achilles heel for most hitters in the game, and they're trying to combat that Achilles heel. No one hits the high fastball better.
Base is 5th, so Lindor finds himself in scoring position. And again, those have been problematic for Soto this year. He's just 4 for 31 in those spots.
And Soto bangs one past the glove of Swanson into left center for a base hit that will score Lindor. 2nd RBI of the night for Juan Soto makes it 7-1 Mets.
Starting to hit with runners in scoring position. Starting to hit with runners in scoring position and a couple.
Him feeling it.
Here's Dansby Swanson, 0 for 2 and a walk tonight. He struck it out, and the ball game is over. To cap off a terrific game for the Mets in their first meeting with the Cubs this season, the Mets hit 4 home runs. Clay Holmes with 6 solid innings.
For Horton. Alonso with a good swing on the ball, and he gets a base hit back up the middle. That is the first New York Mets hit of the night. Each got home runs. Now Vientos is back in the lineup tonight, and he cracks a single into left center. And 2 of the first 3 men here in the 4th have reached for the Mets against Horton.
2nd and 3rd for the Mets. Beatty again, last time up, struck out. Horton has fanned 3 since taking over to start the 2nd inning.
1-1. Beatty lifts a breaking ball deep right center field. Racing over is Tucker. Crow Armstrong's at the wall. It's gone! And the Mets are right back in it.
A 3-run home run, and in back-to-back nights, Beatty goes deep. And this is maybe Brett Beatty starting to say, here's what I can finally do.
Mets swing of the night tonight. Beatty sends it the other way. Well-struck ball. Suzuki back at the wall. Nobody's hotter for the Mets than Brett Beatty all of a sudden. His 2nd of the night makes it a 1-run game again.
He's kept the Mets in this game single-handedly. He has driven in all.
Griffin Canning has won each of his last 5 starts, the first Met to do that in 7 years.
And he's doing it with strikeouts, too. I mean, he's had 5 strikeouts in those starts. He's been really, really good.
Canning goes upstairs for the strikeout, and that's how matters begin this afternoon. Tucker homered in the opening game of this series. Tucker chases a changeup, and Canning's got back-to-back strikeouts to start his day. Here's Seiya Suzuki, who busted out of a slump last night for the Cubs. And he struck him out. Good changeup by Canning, who strikes side to side. Has been hit more than his share this year. It's the 6th time he's been hit. He becomes the first base runner in this game. Torrens did most of the catching when Francisco Alvarez missed a month. A surprisingly good job of producing at the plate. Torrens stocks one out to left center. Back in the gap goes Suzuki near the wall. Armstrong can't make the catch. Around third is Marte. He'll come in to score. Racing for third is Torrens. He slides in safely with an RBI triple, and the Mets strike first. It's 1-0 New York. Well, Pete Crow Armstrong has been catching just about everything this year. That was just beyond his reach.
Pete just missed it. It looked like it was on the left side of his glove, and I don't know if there's any better hit for a catcher than a triple. I really don't.
4th triple of his career.
Gets too much of the plate.
And Tucker fouls one off Torrens, who took that one sharply in a bad spot.
The bad part about being a catcher, it's great that you're always involved, but sometimes you don't want to be involved. Yeah, you hope he's all right here.
It's Brian Baca, the assistant athletic trainer with Torrens, who really has not moved. I mean, he wants to tough it out, you know. It's hard for him to even walk right now. And so Francisco Alvarez will come in to replace Torrens. And Suzuki, it's another ground ball. Vientos handles it. Side retired. Pete Crow Armstrong ties the game with a home run. It's 1-1 in the 6th inning at Citi Field. Well, Matthew Boyd now with 8 strikeouts, a season high. Mark Vientos tries his hand and he launches one to deep left field. Suzuki back near the wall. It's out of here. Last night it was Brett Beatty hitting 2 home runs and driving in 5. Tonight it's his good friend Mark Vientos laying down his marker. His 5th of the year gives the Mets a 2-1 lead.
This ball doesn't get in enough, and he probably wants it up a little more. Mark, who's been much better since the first 14 games, puts the Mets up. He has 8 home runs, and he's hit some big ones late.
Lindor smacks one to deep right field. Tucker back on the warning track at the wall. It's out of here. Francisco Lindor puts the Mets back in front with his 9th home run of the year. 3-2 New York. More late game magic from the Mets' unofficial captain. And Alonso drills one to left field. Suzuki won't get this one. Cuts it off on the warning track. Alonso heads to second, and he stands with a 1-out double. His league-leading 15th double of the year. Now Vientos bangs one to the center for a base hit. Alonso being waved home. It's bobbled by Crow Armstrong, and Alonso scores standing up, and the Mets have an insurance run. It's 4-2. Vientos, who hit the home run that gave the Mets the lead in the 6th, now provides some insurance in the 8th. Nimmo's been on base twice. 1-2 to Nimmo. And he slugs one to deep right field. Tucker back to the warning track. Back at the wall. It's out of here. Brandon Nimmo with the Mets' 2nd home run of the bottom of the 8th inning. His 8th of the year, a 2-run shot. And now the Mets have scored 4 times in the bottom of the 8th and lead the Cubs 6-2. And just like that, the Cubs are down to their final out. Another ground ball, this one for Alonso, and that'll do it. And the Mets take 2 out of 3 in the series from the Cubs. An 8th inning explosion as the Mets defeat the Cubs 6-2.